Hello everybody, welcome to my demo video of Python individual project that I need to do in the terms of Python programming course in MBZUI. I need to create this this project, POI management system. I won't dive into the task itself. I will show you my report. First of all, that I did, I used one AI prompt to generate a high-quality YAML config for my classes in POI. Basically, what I did, I just stated all my code in what I used my classes in order to generate a YAML config file that is consistent to my classes, so I could use this config file easily and without any errors. And I validated it through 6 unit tests that I already checked all my data columns. Okay, this is the class models and designs that I basically used. I have several classes. Config loader is a class in my case, but it's not supposed to be actually a class. It's just basically what it does, just loads a YAML file. Okay, but I have this class POI, map, POI type, visitor, and POI system. POI. Well, as you can see, POI is basically a wrapper of my whole class, of my all classes that I use. Map is basically a class that stores certain values for certain POIs. POI type and POI type manager. It's used in the POI class itself, because it works as a wrapper for these classes. So POI means a certain class of certain place. So it basically means it can have an ID, name, for example, it can be museum, coordinates, and type. For example, it can be educational and stuff, and certain attributes. A POI system works as a wrapper of all of these classes in order to create a certain management system, as you can see. What I did is there's edge policies related to our map, because our map is constrained, and due to constraints, I easily understood that I needed to create a conditions that can be stated as it shouldn't be less than 0 and more than 1000, because in that case it will exceed our map. Floating point comparisons, it basically means that I want my floating point be state only 9 digits after point itself for consistency, so it will be much easier. Type validation, type lifecycle. Type lifecycle is this validation. Basically, what it means, so I want my data to be integrated. I want to provide data integrity in that case. Also, I used such a thing as in OOP called privacy. It actually means that I have, for example, a certain class, and I have a father class, super class in that case. And for example, I don't want to access any data from my child class. That's why I use a privacy and certain decorators for it. Okay, that's how I should run my application. We need first download all external libraries and just run my main.py class, but we'll open this menu as a CLI application, which I will show a little later. This is my repository, I will show it a little later. It's basically a quick start. Everything we can do is just copy and put it in a terminal in order to run whole project. Well, I can start showing all my code. Let me just put my quick start. As you can see, it successfully installs. Well, okay, it doesn't really install it because I already installed this library in my requirements.txt. Yep. So that's why it already runs my main.py application. Let me start with load configuration. It's basically what we're going to do, just load configuration in my config YAML file, which was generated by AI. I need to show this for explicitly because it's in the same folder. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Let me just see it's gonna work or not. Yes, it does work because all the data stored in the YAML shows right here. And as far as I know, it's pretty much consistent. Okay, let me continue. Now I'm gonna show all the POI queries that I created in order to make it work. There's a bunch of them. I'm gonna just show it everyone one by one. List POIs by type. It's basically gonna show all the types of POIs that we have. Only 6 of them, pretty much fine, I guess. Find max minimum distance POI pair. Basically, what I'm gonna do is just find the POI pair that has the minimum distance amongst the others. Oh, as you can see, it's Sushi House and Pizza Palace. Okay. Okay, sorry. Just gonna forget. Count POS per type. So basically what it's gonna do is just show me the number of certain POI type. As you can see, we have 2 museums, 2 restaurants, 2 parks, 1 hotel, beach, and educational. Okay, let me just see. Yes, it's basically university campus and museum, as you can see. Let's start with the force. What it's gonna do, just gonna find me a certain POI within my radius. For example, that's my coordinate 100. It's my y coordinate 100. And as I wanna see, are there any POIs that are within the radius of 100 pixels? Yes, there is. Using Euclidean distance, it finds me that I'm just 100 pixels away from Central Art Museum. Okay, now for example I want to find k number of closest POIs for me. So basically what I'm gonna do is gonna use some sort of KNN, but only for 8 or 9 POIs that I have in my YAML file. For example, I'm again on the 100 and 100 Y coordinates, and I want what was the most closest POIs for me. First of all, it must show me Central Art Museum, but it also must show me a second place. Yes, Science Museum 2, as you can see. It also uses Euclidean distance in order to understand, in order to be consistent in my float points. Okay, let me just find the next one. It will show me exact distance for POIs from a boundary. Let me just say, for example, not 100, let's say 200. POI exactly at distance 200 from 100, as you can see. Okay, let me continue with visitor queries. Okay, it shows me all the visitors. That's basically what we want to do. And also show me all his visits, as you can see here. Nice. Let me press enter to continue. For example, I want to count visitors per POI. So it will just show me number of visitors per POI, as it's stated. As you can see, all this data stored in my YAML file. Okay, that's basically everything that I want to show. Let me just now go to back to main menu. I can add POI, add visitor, and record a visit. Let me just show adding of POI. And then I will show my 6 test suite cases. Not this one. Wait a second, I wanna come back. Yes, nice. Now what I wanna do, just wanna put 5. It's gonna be, for example, MBZUEI. X coordinate 200 and 300. Let's say it's museum. Okay, let's say it's educational too. Enter institution type. University. Capacity 100. Okay. Now what we can do, for example, let's use POI queries in order to find NB0A. Okay. It was educational, and as we can see, there is an NB0A with all attributes. These attributes that can be used in a kworks and star args. And back to main menu. Okay, and just exit, and let me show my test. Basically what I did, I've used this assert. I just explicitly used all my functions in the main.py from my classes, methods, functions, and etc. Because assert basically means that if something happens and successfully, it means that that it's just gonna happen. And in that case, if this is gonna be true, this is gonna be true, this is gonna be true, and there will be no errors, then it will print me certain text that I want me to print it. Let me just try it. As you can see, due to this assert, I can see that all of the operations that I did with my and manipulations I did with my POI class and visitor class and other classes are done correctly. That's why I could evaluate my test 6 suite cases, like test suite cases. Okay, I believe that's gonna be the end. Thank you so much for my for watching this video of my demo video of my Python project. Goodbye.